What's up, sarsaparillas? It's your girl Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Guys, as you know, today was meeting the family or the parents. It was all about that today, and I have some interesting point that I would like to make. But before I get into the video, I'm just gonna ask you guys to give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you get updated every single time I upload a new video. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually looking forward to hearing the next conversation with Scott and Abby. The reason why is because before Scott's parents came in, he was saying to the boys, like, you know, Abby wants more from him. She wants him to show that he's interested, and he's basically he feels like he's trying, but she keeps wanting more. And he also said to the boy when Zach was saying, oh, you know, Abby woke up wanting more today, and he said, me and Abby is done today. And he was telling Zach, listen, I'm just gonna call it off. And I'm just like, it's just crazy because in one sense, he's been trying to convince people that, listen, this is how I feel about Abby. I do want Abby. I want to reassure Abby because I do actually like Abby. But in the same sense, he's actually being honest about his feelings today. Do you know what I mean? He's not feeling it. And he's basically said it. He literally said, like, do you know what it is? I feel like she's more advanced than what I am, and I'm not actually feeling it. He's even said it to his family. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think they're trying to, like, say to him under the quiet, like, give it a go, see what is, you know, see what can happen because you're in the last week. I feel like low-key they were trying to give him that little nudge to say, listen, man, just go with it. Go with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it keeps you in longer. That's my observation anyways, but it's very clear if we had any doubts whatsoever that Scott had no interest, right, in Abby, obviously our doubts right now should be out of the way because it's quite obvious in tonight's episode that he's just not into her. Do you know what I'm saying? And I felt sad for Abby in a sense today because you can tell she just wants to find her man. Do you know what I'm saying? She just wants to be loved. She just wants that affection. And do you know what it is? She had that at one point with Mitch. And it's just unfortunate. Do you know what I'm saying? But it was good to see, you know, Mitch's mom hugging her and say, listen, I understand. How are you feeling? You know, I'm a girl. I get it. And you could tell that that feeling that she got, do you know what I mean? That hug that she got, it meant a lot. And I know, listen, Abby's still in denial, saying that and it's okay because when you're hurt like that, you kind of want to hold those feelings back and pretend like there's nothing there. But she's still in denial about her feelings for Mitch. And even her mom, I feel like she wants to back Abby to say, you know what, I know you've gotten over the situation, but realistically, I think it's quite obvious that she hasn't. Even the way she was looking when Mitch's family came over, and she was just looking like you could see that she kind of wished. And I know Sammy joked about it, saying that Abby wished that she was over there, but I honestly could see it was genuinely, she was wishing that was her. And I think that's why I feel more sorry for her. There's a bit more compassion towards her for me in this episode because I just wanted to hug the girl. You know what I'm saying? I really did just want to hug the girl because it's clear for me there's nothing there for with Scott. And I know her, like, mom and dad is saying, listen, he's a slow burner. But from what the conversation we heard to hearing them, it really doesn't matter whether he's a slow burner or not, because he did try to say that with Catherine to begin with, and then out of nowhere he just takes her to the terrace and kisses her. Do you see what I'm saying? But they've not had that. They've not got that kind of spark or that kind of chemistry with them. And I think when you are a woman and you can tell this, when you notice this, you have to, like, trust your intuition, because we know when there's something there, when there isn't anything there. And I think she can feel it, and I just wanted to trust her intuition and do not get caught up in the Scott situation because there's clearly nothing there. Anyways, can I just touch on the fact that Whitney's parents and her sister asking about the whole situation with Ella. You know, the sister said to her, have you guys sorted it out? And obviously they have sorted it out. And if you guys listen to Whitney's comment, it was like, you know what, Ella is sister. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think the reassurance that we could hear in it, because even when Ella was having a conversation, the first confrontation they had, Ella said, you know what, you keep treating me as family. And then she goes back and says, do you know what it is? We're too much like family. So it's quite obvious that, you know, the way Whitney is to Ella, she treats her like a sister. To me, it's just very clear in that sense. And obviously, when you're, you know, when you see somebody's sister, you kind of have your ups and your downs, don't you? So you will have your fallouts, just like you do with your sister and your brother, your siblings. It's just normal. And then you make it up. It is what it is. And that's what all this was. That spat was literally just siblings kind of having it out. But for me, it was just so obvious to see how Whitney actually views Ella as a person. Anyways, moving on from that, but Lachlan and Whitney, do you know what it is? I'm just so happy for both of them in a sense where you can tell both of them really like each other. Whitney, obviously, she's holding back quite a lot, and you can see she tells her sister, like, I'm holding back because I don't know what the situation, because he hasn't committed like that, and I don't want to give my feelings. And I think that is normal, especially when you just know somebody for 3 weeks. It might feel like a long time in there with them, but in reality, it's 3 weeks. So if you think about how yourself when you're dating, you kind of, even when you feel all these emotions and you really like this person, you're trying to hold back because you want them to commit before you actually like reveal all those emotions and express your true feelings. You kind of give a little hint along the way, but you kind of hold back at the same time to protect yourself and your heart, you know what I'm saying? So it's really nice to know that he's saying to his family that, listen, I've never met, even said to Whitney's sister, I've never met anyone like Whitney, and I really like Whitney. I really do care about Whitney. So, do you know what I mean? It's quite good, and I like it, and I really hope, I can tell anyways, I feel like Lachlan is the kind of person, he doesn't want to rush into things, and I appreciate that, because if you're going to make a decision to make somebody, to go exclusive or commit to somebody, you have to make sure that it's the right decision, and that really takes a lot of time and thought as well. So I do believe that he's gonna make it exclusive with her before they actually leave the villa. I can feel that coming, and he's saying to her, listen, I'm reassuring you, this is actually how I feel, so, you know, let's go with it, because anything can happen. But I think that was kind of, she needed that reassurance, because I feel like Whitney's not sure, because she likes him, but at the same time, because she's thinking he's got all these qualities, but is it too good to be true? And I think once he's made it exclusive with her, then obviously she'll be able to open up a little bit more. Anyways, Sam and Jess. Can we just say, listen, Jess's mom is literally Jess. The mannerism, the way they talk, even the face expressions. Do you know what? I love it. She's literally, I look at her and I could tell, like, that's Jess. Do you know what I'm saying? That's literally Jess. And you know, Jess is kind of a little bit sad after meeting. We see that in the end where she's telling Ella, listen, my family, my friends are not that keen on Sammy. And do you know what I mean? I know Ella's saying, listen, if your friends don't like him, who cares? But honey, she cares. Okay, we all care when our friend doesn't like the guy that we like, because we want our friends to like the guy that we like. Yes, it might not be a case where it's the end all of thing, because obviously they're now boyfriends and girlfriends, but she has to also remember this. And you know, when you're going to your friends for advice, and when you're talking to your friends and you had a bad, like, you know, disagreement or whatever with your boyfriend, and your friends doesn't like that boy, you know, they're not gonna like positively kind of, you know, reassure you or give any positive comments. They're always gonna be like, well, this guy's no good for you, blah blah blah. So you kind of want to have that kind of that start, and I think it's justified why her friends might not like Sammy, because they've seen how he's treated her, you know, over the course of the time that they've been in there. And also you could tell by the mom's face, like even when she asked her mom, like, what do you guys think? And the mom's just like, yeah, he's nice, I think, you know, you could tell that the mom, she's trying not to lie to her, but she's trying to say, listen, if you're happy, then we're happy. But you can tell that, you know, just from that conversation, that she doesn't think that Sammy is the right person for Jess. And you know what? I 100% back that. But at the end of the day, as a mother, as a parent, you just want your child to be happy. So if she's happy with Sammy, you're going to be there for her anyways and say, listen, if you're happy, I'm happy. And that's what we saw in this case with Jess's parents. Obviously, Sammy's parents, they love Jess. And what is not to love? Because Jess is has a wonderful personality. She's just like a beautiful all-rounder. But, you know, I'm not surprised there. So, I don't know. Let's see if this is going to affect them as a couple, because obviously you kind of, you know, it's not a good thing to hear. You kind of want to hear that your friends love him, your boyfriend, and your family loves your boyfriend. So this might just end up create some doubt for her. But let's see how that goes. Moving on to Ella B and Mitch's family. Oh my gosh. Ella B's mom is Peng. Ella B's mom is like her twin. You could see them separate and just know that they're related. She's literally her mom's daughter. She literally looks the exact same way as her mom. And her mom looks amazing, by the way. But you know, tonight, watching her and see how she talks about Mitch, it makes me think, actually, maybe she's now started to really like Mitch. Maybe she started to really like Mitch now, because she had a lot of positive things to say. And you know, sometimes you can tell whether somebody is just putting it on, but she looked genuine in that moment that she actually really does like Mitch. And obviously her mother also likes Mitch as well, which is quite good. Mitch's parents, they like Mitch dad's walks the same. Like Whitney highlighted it, and I'm not even laughing. Like I'm not even joking, because I literally said the same thing when she said it out loud. I was like, oh my god, I literally thought the same thing to myself. Mitch and his dad literally walks the same. They're literally so much alike. Do you know what I'm saying? But like I said before, I really did like the fact that, you know, Mitch's mom gave Abby a hug and just kind of checked up on her. I think that was really cute. Do you know what I mean? It's really, really cute. Obviously, Abby's mom was not so keen, because when she did hug Mitch, she went, well, I'm not quite sure if it's nice to meet you. And I'm like, oh, salty. Do you know what I'm saying? That was a bit salty. But, you know, if, as a mother, you understand at the same time. But you know what it is? Apart from the fact that Mitch was a bit confused and back and forth and telling Abby that one time that, you know, he chose her, blah, 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 blah. Apart from that, I don't think he did anything too crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, there was some back and forth, but we got to be honest, it takes two to tango, right? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But, you know, that comment, I was like, ooh, salty mommy. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, who's the next couple? Ty and Ella. So obviously, Ty's mom looks so young. Oh my goodness, she looks so young. But Ty's mom and her brother, you know, do you know what I mean? It was obvious. To me, you could tell anyways, because we all like to see, you know, Ty and Ella anyways looking in. And we can all see the growth in Ty especially. Both of them, but in Ty especially. So, you know, it was good that they was saying to him, like, listen, we can see how far you've come. And he's able to acknowledge that as well. And do you know what I mean? I feel like with them, it's all perfect now. I feel like there's nothing that could come between them as a couple. I mean, the final thing is to get the parents like acceptance, and obviously her mom and her sister loves Ty, and vice versa. Ty's mom and brother loves Ella, so you can't really go wrong with that. And I think, you know, the mom did address the situation. Ty's mom did address the situation with Castro Moore, but the thing about it is she said it to Ty, listen, the moment she came over, you could tell that she regretted it. So that brought comfort to her as a mother, knowing that, you know, Ella did have some remorse and she realized that she had made the wrong decision. For me, like I said, they're a really good couple, and you can't really take that from them. They've grown together, they've matured in a lot of ways, and do you know what I mean? Their love story has been amazing to watch the whole season. So I can't say anything. I can't fault them as a couple whatsoever. You know, I'm still a fan of Tyela, always gonna be a fan of Tyela. And same with my Whitney or my Wiccan. Always a fan of Whitney and Locken. That's how it is, y'all. That's how it is. Okay, guys, so Zach and Molly. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Like, I still don't believe that this is like, it's not as perfect as it looks. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel, even watching Molly and Zach on the terrace and she giving him this bracelet, which I thought was very cute, by the way, because she did buy that bracelet when she got kicked out the last time. And I thought it was really cute, you know, and that little moment was really cute. But even like watching him look at her and she talking to him, I just feel like she's at such a more advanced level in this relationship than he is. And I honestly, do you know what her dad said to Scott? We just want to know, when you come out of this place and you got all the attention, you know, are you gonna stick to Molly, or you're going to want to explore other girls and stuff? And I think that was a valid question. But here's the thing, it's kind of like an unfair question at the same time, because he can't really answer that question, do you know what I mean, without being in the moment. Because at the moment, I feel like he's genuinely answering it and say, listen, my head won't be turned. I'll be, you know, it's Molly that I want. And then maybe he feels that that's Molly what he wants, because obviously he thinks Molly's a beautiful girl. But at the end of the day, I'm just not buying it. Even the way that he looks at her, like, I could tell that he thinks she's beautiful, but I don't feel like he is there yet. I feel like he's been put into that situation. He's been rushed into a relationship, or a stage of a relationship, that he's not fully committed to yet. But at the same time, because he thinks that Molly's a beautiful girl and he doesn't like confrontation, he's going with it. I'm not gonna lie. Comment down below, let me know what you think about it. But obviously Molly's dad did pull him for a chat and just, you know, pulled him up on the whole situation with the kiss and stuff. But what I will say, I did love that Molly's mother, you know, I like the fact that she looked at it from both ways as well, because she was saying, listen, even the laugh, when her dad was saying it was a laugh that upset me, she was like, that's a nervous laugh. And that's exactly what I said. I felt like it was a nervous laugh, you know what I'm saying? And she was backing Zach to say, listen, I feel like he was playing the game the right way, you know, because he was thinking marriage was important. And that's the same exact thing that I said. I feel like if you're going to play the game, that's how you're meant to be playing the game, because marriage is more important, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, it wouldn't have been nice for them to see their daughter being hurt, especially when they know her so well and know that him kissing Katie would have been a problem. I love how the closeness with Molly and her family, though, even that little piggyback ride at the end with her dad, I felt like that was such a cute moment. Do you know what I'm saying? It was such a cute moment. But yes, guys, I don't know. What do you think about tonight's episode? Obviously, it was mostly about meeting the family and stuff like that. So, you know, we didn't go into a lot. But for me, I just want to know what the next conversation with Abby and Scott is going to be like. Because he said he was going to sack it off. And he told that to the guys. And obviously Scott mentioned that while he was with his family. And Whitney overheard the conversation and said, wow, did he say that? Like, you know. So I'm just like, what is going to happen in that situation? I mean, it's kind of weird because we've not met the family so soon in the show before. So it's a bit of a change up, which I like it. I feel like it's good. I feel like it's really good. And I feel like because of this, they might throw some other spanners in the works. You know, obviously we know we've got the talent show coming tomorrow night, but I feel like the Love Island producers might just have one more curveball to throw, you know what I mean, at the Islanders, but only time will tell. But guys, let me know what you thought about tonight's show. Yeah, it was just about, like I said, the family, and it was just interesting to watch. And I like that Jess' mom kind of tried her best to kept it real without trying to upset Jess at the same time. I like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyways, guys, that's it for today's review. If you haven't yet liked the video, give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you get updated every single time I upload a new video. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video. But for now, keep it sassy-licious.